Today, on Be Something Wonderful, God answered you before you even asked. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and these are the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. We have talked about the idea that you exist in all possible realities, all possible versions of you and your realities exist here and now. And that your physical focus is just a perspective or a viewpoint, a vantage point of all that is and all that you are. You as the center of all that is. So we've talked about this idea, the physics, the quantum physics idea, is that really that you and your reality exist in superposition, exist in all states. And in a recent video, we talked about Schrodinger's cat as an example. The cat that was put in the box with poison. The box was sealed. And the poison may leak out or may not leak out. Both possibilities exist. The possibility that the cat's alive and the possibility that the cat is dead at the same time. It's only when you open the box, when you decide, choose who you are and what your reality is, that you decide whether the cat is dead or alive. But the cat, your reality, your life experience, you always exist in a continual state of superposition. In fact, your past, present, and future is changing in every moment by the story you're telling about yourself and your reality, what you believe and assume to be true of yourself and your reality. And another one of you wrote and shared your story of manifesting a refund for something that you felt silly for even trying. It was sort of a trial. And you forgot about the trial, and the trial went for a couple months. And they charged you a pretty good amount of money for that trial. And it's something you never even wanted, you felt silly about it. And their policy said absolutely no refunds. But you called and you saw that there is a possibility. All possibilities exist and it's always changing. So you sent them an email knowing that of course the possibility of a refund is. I get to declare that. And you got refunded the money. And you brought up this verse from Scripture that really the ancients, before Schrodinger's cat, before the quantum experiences, the ancients already told us this is how reality works. This is how you create and manifest everything you want and desire. The ancients revealed how manifesting and reality creation works in this one simple, insanely powerful verse in the Old Testament of the Bible. Remember, we're not talking about religion, the church, or a religious meaning. We're talking about the metaphysical meaning of this verse. We're talking about God or ultimate reality as all that you are. We're talking about the light, that intelligence of the universe, of all that is, of all that you are. So I is the existence, or God, the light, reality. So in Isaiah 65:24, it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. Well, what's the I? The I is all that is. It's existence itself. It's God. It's ultimate reality. It's source. It's the creator. The creator or source will answer. In other words, you've already been answered. Your wishes and desires are fulfilled even before you ask. Even before you want them, even before you desire or imagine them, they have been fulfilled. Wow. That's what Neville Goddard meant by creation is finished. It's done. You couldn't even ask or want or desire or assume or imagine them unless they were already yours, unless they were already granted to you by your divine right as all that is, as I am awareness of being, as the sun of existence. It's already yours. But here's the real powerful thing. I've pointed to Isaiah 65:24. We've talked a few times. There are several videos on this verse. But normally we focus on this first part. It shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. In other words, creation is finished. You couldn't even want or desire it or imagine it unless it was already yours. And we get that, right? Everything exists in superposition. You need only focus on it, imagine it, right? Declare it. I will answer. That's what that means, but it's the second part of this verse that I want to focus on today. This is powerful. And while they are still speaking, I will hear. Wow. In other words, the story you are assuming about yourself and your reality in every moment, God hears that. In other words, reality shapes and forms and coalesces around your story in every moment because it's always in superposition, because you already exist in all possibilities. I will hear God, reality, all that is, the great I am, that great subconscious mind, that one intelligent creative power is always listening and always saying yes. You create a new world, a new reality, a new you in every moment. You are a reality generator. And your past, present, and future experience of reality is changing and manifesting while you're speaking, while you're imagining, while you're assuming. Wow. God, the quantum field, all that is, that one conscious and intelligent mind, whatever we want to call that, it is you. And it only knows now. It only knows fulfillment. It only knows what is. It doesn't know anything of the past and future. It doesn't know anything of doubt or regret or reminiscence or fear or non-fulfillment. Because that's not reality. That's why we say it's not real. It's a real experience for you, but it's not reality. God only knows fulfillment. God only knows now. God only knows that you are everything that you desire to be. Wow. So you're a reality generator. While they are still speaking, I will hear. This idea that because you are that being that is in superposition, that occupies and is all that is, all identities, all realities, while you're speaking, I will hear means you're creating literally a reality generator, creating a new version of you in your reality and the people, events, and circumstances around you in every moment. Wow, with your story. So, here it is, the great I am. There you are as all that is, all potential identities, all potential images or experiences or frames of reality. The great I am, that's the I, right? That's the I of that verse. That is existence itself, the great I am. It shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. All your prayers have been answered. And while they're still speaking, I will hear. In other words, you as all that is, all potential images, all frames of reality, well, you're speaking things into existence that already exist in every moment. It's all that is. You're speaking them into existence, into your experience in every moment. You're creating the idea of who you were and who you will be and who you are in your total physical experience, right? What you remember and what you hope for or what you imagine is all created right now. God answered even before you asked. Wow. The ancients had it even before Schrodinger and his cat in the box. It's all, you are in superposition. It's changing in every moment. This is why we told a story of one of you that manifested your visa after several rejections. I think it was 3 rejections. But during the interview, during the process, you changed the outcome. Because no outcome is final. Nothing's final. It's always in superposition. This manifested reality looks solid, but it's always changing in every moment. And the past and future are just ideas from this current identity of who you are. That's also changing in every moment. God answered you before you even asked. Isaiah 65:24. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and these are the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, be sure to join the Tom Kearin channel. We have more content coming there. And tomorrow we have our next live event on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. That's tomorrow, noontime Pacific here in Las Vegas from our studios. And if you can't make it, it will also be available to view and listen to after the broadcast. It will be available on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. And we just released a big video, another big video on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. So if you're a member, check it out. If you're not, check out the link below. Creators with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude. This is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.